So I know I was poo-pooing on Mega Man 11 when that trailer came out.
Yeah.
And I don't I was expressing that on like social media, and I had some people tell me like, dude, like how do you not like what is your deal? Like why don't you dig this? And I go, first and foremost, I don't quite understand why they are using 3D models, but yet they're presenting the game in a 2D side-scrolling fashion. And I know it's a teaser trailer, and that was some of the reasons they were using, like, oh, it's a teaser. I go, okay, I get that. However, for a marketing standpoint, when you don't show me a hook, and I'm not actually saying an actual hook itself, I mean, have a hook to, bring the audience in and like make them think, go, oh shit, that looks fucking sweet. What Mega Man 11 showed me was mechanics that I have seen in previous games done better. And it was presented in a fashion that I was like, why is this in 3D? Like, why is it 3D models? Like, what are you utilizing? Why is it 3D? Why are not exactly 3D, but like, why is it using 3D models here? No, go ahead. Turn the sound on. It's okay. Oh shit, it's on the headphones here. Maybe you want to put your headphones on.
No, I can. It's fine. I don't know. I just think that you.
I'm watching this.
I'm currently playing a game called Metroid: Samus Returns.
Okay.
Which is a remake of Metroid 2 for the Game Boy. And in it, it's very similar style in terms of animation. It's a 3D Samus on like a 2D plane. And while I think this looks rather cheap.
Did you say cheap?
I think it looks kind of cheap in comparison to Nintendo and what they did with Samus Returns. I'll show you what Samus Returns looks like.
Hold on, just let keep playing.
No, but I was just gonna say, like, I think that Samus Returns actually has a really good style, and it's 3D just like this.
See,
and has 3D stuff. I think this is the only way that you can go without making it look like retro or whatever.
My thing was just that I look at it and go, you have the same game mechanics, fine, whatever, which is platforming, side-scrolling, and you're doing the same things that Mega Man has done previously, but yet the only differentiation is the is that it's 3D models. But yet you're presenting it in a 2D fashion. I don't quite understand that. I don't get that. Like, why are you doing that? Like, what are you adding?
You know, honestly, I guess I'm gonna have to trust you on your Mega Man. So first of all, I've never played a Mega Man, and I know that's probably shocking. And I'm sorry. It's probably a mortal sin, just the same way you've never played Dark Forces or any of the Jedi Knight games,
right?
But this year, Samus Returns. I mean, I've been playing it off and on since this fall when it came out. Totally works. I know it's a 3D game. I know it's within a 2D plane and stuff like that, and there are some 3D elements, but not a lot. This is totally the thing, though. Like, I super love this game.
But right there, what it did with the camera, that was the one thing. like we're watching it right now, and the one thing with the camera angle is, like, it really got up in its face to feel the impact.
This part right
here.
Yeah.
See, that makes it.
That actually switches it to being.
See, that's the hook.
Cool.
That's the catch.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, if Mega Man did something similar, I wouldn't begrudge.
But the thing is, why would you present a teaser trailer that's showing the similar stuff already? Show me a hook. This is something. This is I don't
know the marketing team for.
See, and here's the thing. That's what I'm trying to get at here is that I'm not saying I'm a pro because I'm on my marketing team here. As someone right now who was trying to create a video for the company he works at, trying to create a brand identity, a video, because I was given this task of, creating a video for a landing page of like why it's cool to work at Ruoff, and then now I think about it, I go, wait, what is our identity? What is our brand? And what's our hook? What's our catch? Why should people come here and work for us? Why should people, get loans through us? And we can present them from all the standard material regarding, it's a great place, yada, 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 and so on and so forth. But every other company has done that. So what can we do to draw the audience in? And what I saw from someone who has played Mega Man
You've played every single iteration of it.
For the most part, yeah.
I mean, there's 11 games, right? Would you say you've at least tried 10 of the games? All 10 games? You've at least tried them.
Yes.
You've played at least 10.
Yeah.
And that's not including all the side games.
No,
or
it's not including
shit.
X.
So you've played...
I played a fuck ton of Mega Man games.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I'm saying, that's why I'd leave it up to you to look at a trailer like that and go, okay, like, that doesn't work for me. That I am very picky about my Star Wars. And when I watch a Star Wars trailer, I'm like, well, that didn't work for me. I think that looks like shit or whatever. But like, or don't even make it Star Wars. Make it something else, like something a game or something like that. Like I play, I don't know. Apparently, according to Steam, I play a lot of Call of Duty. I'm trying to think of something that I play, like a Metal Gear game.
Yeah.
I've played every single iteration of Metal Gear. I've played Ghost Babel. I don't think I've played the PC port of the first Metal Gear Solid, but I've played every single Metal Gear iteration that you could possibly ever have. So I know what sucks and I know what doesn't. And so when I look at a trailer, I can tell by a trailer why something sucks because of my background with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing with you. Like, you're going to have knowledge about Kingdom Hearts. Looking at a trailer, you're like, that fucking blows. Or you're like, that looks fucking awesome. Because you have that background. Whereas I could look at a trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3 and be like, I don't know what I'm looking at. Like, I don't know what I'm seeing. I don't know if this is good or not. I guess I'll just wait and check it out.
I'm honestly legitimately, from that gameplay footage, I'm legitimately
for Kingdom Hearts 3, sure, but
yeah,
like
I'm legitimately excited
from
for that.
Mega Man 11, based off of one teaser of something that's not even out in not even within the year.
Yep.
It's pretty clear that that it's not up to snuff for the Mega Man fan in my life who would appreciate probably the most. Whereas I look at that game coming from the outside being like, well, I'm a casual Mega Man player. I've maybe played Mega Man 1 and 2 once, maybe twice, 3 times a lady, where I see Mega Man 11 and I see that they're doing the 3D thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, Metroid did that last year and stuff like that. There's certain elements that they do. It's like, what could they do to the Mega Man formula that could continue that? Mm-hmm. That could do that, like, because it is really cool in those moments when you become 2D and it turns into 3D, like they're going to attack or something. There's got to be something that can be done in the Mega Man formula,
right,
that makes it feel like Mega Man. Because I'll be honest, when I play Samus Returns, it feels like Super Metroid.
Yep.
It feels like a Metroidvania type of game, and they got the feeling down, but it still feels like a modern version, and that's probably because they have Guacamelee and Axiom Verge and all that shit come out recently. But they've made a recent Metroid that feels like Metroid, and what they need to do, what Capcom needs to do, is make to be real honest, I wouldn't mind it being 3D, keeping it a 3D Mega Man, but doing something to it that still is pushing the envelope.
Right. And here's the thing, like,
I don't know what
for the PS2, like, they had Mega Man X7, like that series, Mega Man X7 and so on, come out, and I appreciated the fact that they were trying to do something new with, like, retaining the Mega Man formula, but more in a 3D perspective and play around with perspective and whatnot.
Yeah.
When I look at that teaser, I go, well, they're reaching out to the fans and saying, well, the Mega Man is still its same way. It's a side-scrolling platformer. It's presented in a 2D plane manner, but it's not really 2D. It's got 3D looking models, and I go, this kind of looks like Mighty Number 9, and Mighty Number 9 looks like poop.
I think it looks cheap. I think it looks like it was made from an indie studio or something like that. And so that's one of the reasons why Mega Man 11, when you sent the trailer and I'm like, oh, check this out, watched it and went, kind of looks kind of cheap. Like it kind of looks like a B level game.
It does.
Whereas Mega Man, I don't know what kind of stat. I mean, Mega Man's kind of always hasn't Mega Man always kind of been a B level game. I mean, not to you personally.
No. I feel like the Mega Man has been. I think Mega Man has been an A game level because of its level design, and because of the fact that it's one of the things about the game, the franchise, is the music. If you talk to probably any Mega Man enthusiast, they'll probably tell you the music that is the best is Mega Man 2. Like literally, you listen to.
I've always heard that too, and I'm not even a Mega Man.
Like Mega Man 2's music is perfect, and the thing is, when speaking of the music, when I watched that trailer too, holy shit! When I watched that trailer also, it's like DDR music. I have nothing wrong. I have nothing against DDR music. I enjoy techno, trance, and all that stuff. All that really hyped up, upbeat music. That stuff always gets me jazzed. But when I watch it for a Mega Man trailer, I go, this isn't Mega Man. Mega Man isn't about this really loud, kind of obnoxious type of music. The music has always been, again, a third dimensional element to it, so to speak. It's always added that depth, has always added like another layer to bring you in to that Mega Man world that kind of, in a way, reflects upon that character. And yeah, I see Dark Forces. So I just think that when I watch that trailer, I go, this is not working for me. And it's not me just being an asshat who just like, because it's not 8-bit, because it's not 16-bit, or even 32-bit, it's not like I completely disregard it. I just don't, when I look at that, I go, this does not feel like Mega Man. I feel like I just watched like fan fiction almost to a degree. I'm like, hey, this looks like someone who was a fan of Mega Man and wanted to make a game. Fuck, someone even did do that, and they had Mega Man versus Street Fighter. And that was fucking hard. I played that too, and I go, music's great. It totally works. Man, like they got some elements down that make it really make Mega Man great, and there's other elements that I go, oh, this does not work at all.
Yeah,
it just doesn't. But anyway, broken record. I really do hope that
everyone's Mega Man. Every Mega Man that comes out is someone's first Mega Man too.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to make it modern and have to make it new and stuff like that. But the problem that we're running into, and no offense, is Capcom. Capcom recently hasn't necessarily been on its A game, with the exception of a few notable titles. First one I can think of is Resident Evil 7.
Yep.
But essentially, Capcom's kind of screwed the pooch with Street Fighter 5.
Yes, they have.
And a couple of others that it's just like they're was it Marvel versus Capcom Infinity?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Infinity?
Yeah, those models look like shit.
There's some stuff that's just been happening this past summer and this past year that hasn't really panned out for Capcom. No offense to anybody at Capcom, but seriously, like I think if they want to win, if they want to get, like, they're throwing everything at the board. Why make another Mega Man? Make it a reason to make another Mega Man.
Right,
Don't just put out Mega Man because it's Mega Man 11. It's more of what you love. Make it more of what we love and more, and something unexpected and something. So I'm hoping within the next year, you get something out of Mega Man 11 that is unexpected, that is cool, that you enjoy. That even if it just pushes the envelope just a little bit, because I'll be honest, as much as I love Samus Returns, it's still just plain going from room to room like a Metroid game.
Right.
It's still the same game. Like it's the game that we've always loved playing. I could load up Axiom Verge and play that, no problem. And that is what we play. That's the thing that. It looks exactly like a Metroid. That your 16-bit era, probably more 32-bit era type of game, but that but you get the same type of thing with Guacamelee, with Shadow Complex, with
we look at
stuff like that.
With Guacamelee, though, Guacamelee really has its own identity with its the culture it really revolves around, and that's one of the reasons why I want to play that game. Is Guacamelee just looks, it has the aesthetic of not aesthetic, but the gameplay mechanics to a degree of Super Metroid, but it kind of flips it on the head with like Spanish, Mexican culture. God, I sound really incompetent.
Well, like luchadors and stuff like that too.
And those, if you watch like the luchador wrestling and all that stuff, they are extremely animated. And the trailer right now we're looking at the moment, like it is kind of over the top, absurd, but very colorful, very fun. Man, honestly, I so want to play this for the show. Like, I really do. Like, oh, yeah. Man, that looks really cool. It really does. The luchador, the Mexican style aesthetic looks really cool. So I can't wait. I really can't. I really do hope. But yeah, you're right. Capcom has not been on their A game, and it just absolutely sucks balls.
Here's
right
hoping.
Now. Yep, here's to hoping.